So we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here with a runner at first and nobody out.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman, Steve Cook.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. The average to start things out at 324. 3 homers and 19 driven in. And he misses with it, 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. And it misses, 3-1 now.
I can't tell you how big a pitch the last one was. The difference between 3-1 and 2-2. 2-2, you're probably taking a turn for the dugout.
Talese on at first, nobody out. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
The left fielder, number 32, Derek Dietrich.
Popped him up. Number 83 has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched. The next 3-2. Ground ball right side. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Now batting.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. It was a solo shot for him in his last at bat. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Now to the plate, A.J. Pollock. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Chopped weakly to the left. Right to him. To second for one. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Miami, number 25, Junichi Tazawa.
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. The Philadelphia Phillies took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Aaron Nola notches his 3rd win of the year. Harleen Garcia was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Tommy Hunter earns the save out of the bullpen, his 11th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan. From the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the 2nd of 4 between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Ben Lively is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Steve Cook. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First delivery to him on the way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play.
Digging in to try it again, Steve Cook. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. Definitely threw his timing off.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. skied into straightaway right. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are stepping in and ready for another shot, Steve Cook. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. The throw down to first, 1 away.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play at first after the ball hit the dirt.
Digging in and looking for more, Jake Bauer. He singled his last time up. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Hit on the ground to third. Cook takes in time to first, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Steve Cook. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Digging in once again, Steve Cook. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much. 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch on the ground to the left side. Played on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Marlins forced to settle for 1. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. The Marlins on top, 1-0.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 to final. Nick Whitgren earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Drew Steckenrider records the save, his 6th. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Victorious Miami Marlins, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base.
MLB The Show has baseball for you under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. It's the first game in the month of June between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball on the show next. Vince Velasquez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Scott Kingery, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Scott Kingery.
0-2, here it comes. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. One there. On to first, a double play. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I think this club could really use some improvement from Carlos Santana. Over the last 10 games, he's only hit one home run, and as a guy that hits in the middle order, they're expecting a lot more from him than just one bomb. The power just hasn't been there over this stretch.
Up next from Miami, Steve Cook. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Steve Cook.
And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Here's a look over to first. And the runner back. Cook gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Runner goes in there. Now the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Runners are at first and third with none out. On a good curveball gets him swinging for out number one.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Holiday. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Brian Holiday.
Here it comes. The 3-0 is looked at for the first strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Center fielder giving chase. It's over his head, and they're going to take the lead. The relay. He pulls into third safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
He had 2 men on base, and he delivers a clutch one-out double to bring one home and leave the other 90 feet away. That's what you want from everyone in your lineup, that clutch gene to deliver when it matters.
So now Carlos Santana, first chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night.
Santana.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit on the ground out to short. Cook scoops it up. And there's out number 2. Digging in for his second at bat, Steve Cook. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Oh and 1, here it comes. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
And it's fouled away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They lead it 1-0. Ready for another chance. Scott Kingery.
Second baseman, Scott Kingery.
The 2-1 home. Back up the middle. He's got it. A barehand. On to first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play, and with this one, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Striding in once again, Rhys Hoskins. He drew a walk his first time up.
Fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. A bouncer to the left side. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Ready for another shot now, Scott Kingery.
Second baseman, Scott Kingery.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. The Marlins lead it 1-0. Pat Neshek takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 93, Pat Neshek.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Steve Cook, due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Here comes the first pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. Way out in front. Neshek, originally from the Badger State of Wisconsin. He was taken in the 6th round during the 2002 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be
to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. There's Carlos Gonzalez. He waits on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff. A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. At the plate, Scott Kingery. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch to short. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 8th inning coming up. Phillies on top 2-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Steve Cook. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Kingery gonna have to hurry. Throw on to first. 2 gone. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They still lead it 2-1. Back in the city of brotherly love with Major League Baseball on the show.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Philadelphia Phillies jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Adam Morgan claims the win out of the pen, his first. Trevor Rogers pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Tommy Hunter wraps it up for the save, his 12th of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation. Live from Philadelphia, all set for baseball from the home of the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Drew Hutchison gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Brandon Barnes. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cook arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Steve Cook. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, Dero? This is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, Dero, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that seesaw. We'll give you one, we'll take one. They need to figure out a way to get it done today. So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your...
So now Carlos Santana. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
Here now the 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Cook on the move, 1 down.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Troy Tulowitzki. Obviously known for his offense and the ability to move the ball both gaps and out of the yard. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense, though. Plays a big man's game at shortstop, but is able to cover a ton of ground out there.
Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Cesar Hernandez.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Cook is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Philadelphia. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Ready now for the Marlins, Steve Cook. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. Pitch on the way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-2 is a ball below the zone. Line toward the gap in left center. And the Marlins have their first hit of the game.
Attaboy, when you get on base, check the outfielders.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Anderson. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Cook aboard here at first with nobody out. And there he goes towards second. Another full count pitch home. And he won't have to contend with a throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Digging in, Troy Tulowitzki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Ready now, Brian Holiday. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the 2-2. Pitch is way outside and he can't even get a glove on it. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Now batting, first baseman, Tomas Bailey.
3-1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. He bailed him out with a swing, 3-2 now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Line drive to left. That's in there, base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, it's been tough to score in this one so far through the 5th inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been executing on the bump without question, but that RBI knock right there might set the tone for the later innings.
Now at the plate, Steve Cook. He singled his last time up.
Steve Cook.
First offering on its way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. This is line to left. Barnes is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Digging in, Carlos Santana, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cook giving chase. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Phillies 1. Digging in now, Steve Cook.
Steve Cook.
First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And a sinker not close as this misses down and away for ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. One. There goes the runner. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Cook at second with 2 down. Two and 2 now. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there.
Round it. Find the ball. Round it.
The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Marlins forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Marlins lead this one 3-1.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Fish used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Number 87 gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Drew Steckenrider hammers down the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score.